Hey, I hope you are doing okay. It has been a blast to walk around the classrooms and the hallways and see everyone doing their thing. A lot of people have been asking me, so how's the beginning of the year been? And I got to tell you, it's been phenomenal. You guys have been doing a great job, and probably due to the fact that I am staying out of the way. I just want to say thanks to each and every one of you who are working and working and working and efforting and putting so much time, from our littlest kids all the way up to our fifth grade kids. And then I know just through other discussions, the rest of the teachers are doing a phenomenal job as well. Recently, I've read a lot of just really cool Twitter feeds about different teachers. The state of Maryland is now starting after Labor Day next year, and I'm thinking, yeah, that's already us. I love our start. I love the fact that you guys have 2 weeks to be able to prep and get ready, and I hope we can always keep that. Hey, I want to show you one thing here real quick before I dive into something else. Hopefully this doesn't get you motion sick. This was something I got from a friend on Twitter. Yes, another Twitter thing. So let's see here. Here we go. All right, so I'm gonna hold that still. This is sitting outside my door, and boy, I'm looking at it and it looks like it's backwards. I don't know, maybe it's backwards, maybe it's not. Anyway, the idea is that you guys get observed all the time, and you know that I step into your classrooms, and I was even in Mrs. Keller's class this morning, and a student raised his hand. Mrs. Keller, someone's at the door. Yes, I know. He's allowed to come at the door. And I hope I don't scare your kids. I hope I don't freak them out. I don't want that to happen. But anyway, so here's what's going on. I've got a couple goals for myself this year, and seriously, I'm looking at this, and this almost looks backwards. But I want feedback this year based on a couple things. If my actions create a collaborative culture, if I value staff and student opinions, and if I keep student learning at the forefront of the conversation. And so what I'm encouraging people to do is either go to this website, it's a little link shortening website, bit.ly, or if you have a QR code, you can scan in the QR code. There are 3 or 4 questions, completely anonymous questions, that I'd love to get your feedback on, and anyone else, parents, students, I don't know, it doesn't matter to me, because I want the feedback as well. If you read it, it said, I'm going to make mistakes. And some of you know that a little better than others. Some of you know that I have made mistakes, and I don't want to do that. But anyway, I value feedback, and I want to grow, and I want to get better at what I'm doing. Many of you can already sense that. So that's one thing I wanted to share with you. The other thing I wanted to kind of just walk through this again real quickly. I really want to encourage you to work on your relationships. Find kids each and every day that you can, I don't want to say target, but I want you to find a way to encourage someone every day. I want every student that we have to be able to say, I can go to that person with a problem. And I hope you're not offended if it's not even you. If your student still thinks fondly of last year's classroom teacher, I hope you're okay with that. I would be okay with that because the intent, the goal is for that student to be able to connect. And if it's not with me, it's going to be someone else, and that's awesome. So I've already been part of, let's see, I think Missy's got her Facebook group going on. I think I just saw Audrey do her Facebook group. I don't know if Matthew's done his yet. Facebook is one easy way to do it. And if you need help on how to start that up, talk to those people because they've already done it. But I say Facebook because a lot of our families are on Facebook. Maybe you want to do something different and you want to email your letters home instead of just in their notebooks or their folders. I think that's a great idea. And let's maybe see if we can get to a place where we can save some paper, right, Mrs. Aycock? We were talking about that. So anyway, I have not also made a good phone call home. And I was just thinking about that as I walked in the door this morning. I haven't made a phone call yet. So I need help. If there is someone that you recognize that had a tremendous day and could use the encouragement, just send me an email, do something. I don't know. Let me know who this child is. Bring them down to the office. We'll call the parents. We'll freak the parents out. And then we'll say, your child did such and such a thing, which really, really is awesome. Listen, I want to encourage you guys to connect with each other. And I want to remind you that we need to be praying as either grade levels or departments or hallways or whatever it happens to be on a weekly basis. That was our encouragement, our challenge. I don't want to say requirement, but that was what Pastor asked us to do. And so as an admin team, Mr. Toth, Mr. McVeigh, Mr. Cummins, myself, Mrs. Schutzenhofer. We get together and we pray on Tuesdays at our meeting. This week it was Wednesday because Tuesday was crazy. I think I've already seen an email with first and second grade. They already have their schedule set for when they're going to be praying. So I hope that you guys have already done some thought, put some thought into that. And it's not that you have to tell me, but I would love to know because I'd love to be able to rejoice with you. All right, staff meetings coming up next week. Next week is when we're first set of staff meetings. On Tuesday morning, we're going to meet with the K-5 teachers at 7:30. We're going to meet with the preschool teachers at 7:45. The K-5 teachers will just meet in Mrs. McVeigh's room. The preschool teachers, let's pick a room. Let's pick Mrs. Cummins. We're going to be meeting in room 629, 7:45 on Tuesday. On Wednesday at 7:30, we're going to pick Miss Cole's room. All the first and second grade teachers are going to be Miss Cole's room. And then on Thursday morning at 7:30, we're all going to meet third, fourth, and fifth in Miss Coulterman's. Let's go Miss Coulterman's in room 105. All right. Talking about book club, I've only had one person say, you know what, I got a really good idea. And that is the reading handbook. The reading handbook, I think Mrs. McVeigh, I said that right. If not, I would love to make sure I get that right. That's the only person I would love to. I've got my books here. I just grabbed two new ones, Hacking Literacy and then Hacking Education. These were some really hot books on the Twitterverse this summer. And so I'm going to be reading through those, but I loved Kids Deserve It. It's really simple writing style, done by a couple really cool guys. What great teachers do differently. I think that was a book focus a couple years ago for you guys. The Innovator's Mindset, which I haven't read, and Teach Like a Pirate, which I've read some of that. Those are just some thoughts. Listen, if no one else has anything, we are going with Darla's The Reading Handbook. She tells me it is an excellent read. So I want you to know that, all right? And then again, here's some digital resources. Pernille Ripp has written some really interesting things, some things that make you think. And again, a lot of this stuff might be coming from public school perspective, but really make you think. The second one was I Wish My Teacher Knew, and you'll be floored what your kids will tell you, especially once they trust you. Things that you wish that the student wished the teacher would know. I just read another article on a station in young children, and it was about peace corners. And I know that sounds crazy, but it was really kind of interesting. Making Peace in Kindergarten was the title, and really taught the kids to really express themselves, to build up the vocabulary, and I thought it was a phenomenal thing. And then the classic, did I miss anything yesterday? Well, yeah, of course, we didn't do anything while you were gone. That's what I would always tell kids. But listen, those are just some ideas. I want to push you again on the idea for prayer meetings in your grade level departments. Tomorrow we're having a field trip. Today is Thursday, so tomorrow, field trip. Wow. Fire drill. Tomorrow we're having a fire drill, and there's going to be another one next week, but not on Wednesday or Thursday when we are having pictures on Wednesday and Thursday. All right. So, hey, I hope you have a great first week. I hope you have an awesome time tomorrow. I was able to sit in on a little bit of chapel and walk through lunch today. And I know you guys are working hard, and I know you're tired. So listen, finish strong today and do a great job tomorrow, and then get some rest because I know you're tired. Hey, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Have a great week.